Alright, this is Cobalt here with another quick and dirty video. This time I'm going over the laptop, which is a Origin's EON 15X. Right here you see in the results of the Heaven benchmark. Here's the settings. Had the anti-aliasing on 8X, which is max for that. Pretty good score for laptop. Alright, I'm back here with the Origin EON 15X 2016 edition. This is the Firestrike benchmark score I got off of there. I don't know if you see it too well. Firestrike. This one's running just baseline version of 3D Mark. No changes to it. Just launched it, ran it. This is the benchmark score I got. I have another video of the Alienware 15 R2 2016 version. For some reason it keeps telling me that it can't get an invalid score on the GPU. They are both running the exact same GPU, exact same drivers for that GPU. The other one's on the Alienware, but for some reason it's popping up and telling me that it has an invalid score. I don't know why. This one does have a valid score, and this is the benchmark results for that. Also ran the Heaven benchmark, so I will show you the results for that as well. Set up a little test account on both of the laptops, in fact, so I can actually go through here and show you guys stuff without fear of revealing too much information, stuff I didn't want out on the internet. I'm going to be putting these up on YouTube later. And once I find out where I set my scores, alright, so we got two Heaven benchmarks scores to show you. The first one, I believe this is the one where I actually raised the anti-aliasing to 8X. Like I said, it came out pretty good. This particular laptop has a desktop CPU in it. Honestly, I didn't realize that until probably about 2 weeks after I ordered it, that it didn't have a mobile CPU. It was a desktop CPU. And I only found that out after watching some other videos online talking about the EON 15X, and they were making a real big deal about the fact that it had a desktop CPU. I went back and looked. It was like, sure enough, desktop CPU. This thing does get kind of hot. I sit it on the laptop tray that I built myself whenever I'm playing with my wife. We're playing games online. She does the same thing on hers. Hers gets pretty hot, and she does have a mobile CPU in hers, but I'll be able to tell you the difference between the benchmark scores. Okay, no. So, correction. This is the one that I had anti-aliasing raised up to 8X. The first one was set at the default settings for the Heaven benchmark. No changes. This is with 8X anti-aliasing. So as you can see, it does really, really good for doing on these benchmarks. Next up, I'll show you some gameplay footage and go. Alright, I'm back with the Origin EON 15X 2016 edition. This is gameplay footage of Diablo 3. So you guys get an idea of how well this laptop works. This is a part of a little series I'm doing for laptops. All of these gaming laptops that you see all the other reviewers out doing, love those guys to death, but they always seem to have the most expensive version of the laptop, and this was kind of, you know, what the average Joe would expect to find. You know, not everybody's looking to spend $4,000 or $5,000 on a laptop, even if it is a gaming laptop. So this falls more in line of what you can look forward to between $1,200 $2,000. Did another video on the Alienware. That was a $1,200 build. This one is the Origin EON 15X. It came out to about $1,700 after everything is said and done. Show you real quickly the settings I'm running on Diablo 3. Oh, that resolution's not right. It's supposed to be. I believe this is the first time I've actually run Diablo 3 on this laptop. I only had this one for about 7 days. Had my wife's for about a month. Ordered them within 3 days of each other. Had a really crappy experience getting my Origin laptop. Not sure if I'm going to do a video on it because it really just makes the whole process and the company seem kind of bad. End result, I'm happy with the laptop. Not too happy about the whole process of getting it, but again, not sure if I'm going to do a video on that or not. But wife's got hers within, say, 5 days, and it took me about a month to get mine, even though they're only ordered 3 days apart. So anyway, this is what you're looking at as far as frame rates. Let's see, Control R. As you can see, close up. Pretty good frame rates for Diablo 3. Coincidentally, the reason I bought this is because the laptop I had was doing really crappy frame rates. It was getting like 17 with everything on the lowest possible settings you can have. I forgot to show you guys the actual settings now. There is the graphical settings that I will be running at. And let's see some gameplay footage. And if you see it getting a little choppy, it is trying to run some updates in the background, so probably should have waited till I was all done, but I only have access to my wife's laptop to do these while she's out running errands. So figured, jump on it now, get it done, get it knocked out. But don't generally have any problems. Haven't had any problems since I started playing. I do play Overwatch on here. Not a single problem. I couldn't complain about this thing if I wanted to. Might do another video to show you guys, prove it. It's not, the laptop per se that's doing anything wrong. Well, as you can see, trying to play one-handed isn't probably the best, especially when it's not even my mouse hand, so there's no muscle memory there. So anyway, you get the idea. Runs pretty good. Again, that's the frame rate. That's more than enough. Typically really smooth. There we go.
You must wait a moment.
Alright, I'm gonna exit Diablo and check out World of Warcraft. I started trying to download or update one of these games when I first launched it a minute ago, before I started the video, so. The one I'm recording this on my cell phone. It's the only functional video camera I have right now. The other one, memory card, went bad. Alright, let's see if we can find something to fight real quick. That's a person. Oh yeah, and there's a frame rate on here. Standing still. Show you the graphical settings real quick. So this one we were playing last night, so it's already set to where I wanted it. There's a frame rate. There you go. So overall, I am really happy with the laptop. Like I said, I'm not happy with the process of getting it, but having a laptop in hand, I'm probably going to go ahead and install a M.2 SSD, just to load the OS and a couple of the games I play the most on it, just so I have a slightly faster laptop. But other than that, this thing is pretty doggone fast. Way better than the HP I had before.
It is too far away. Not ready yet.
Sorry about the quality. I'm trying to play one-handed and hold the phone at the same time. But I think you guys can see that, how smooth that is. Enough of that one. Let's show you. Do a little bit more on this one because I have Overwatch on here, and I have launched this one. Been playing this on here. I've only had this for about 7 days. Ordered it at say the 28th of May. Didn't get it till last weekend. And outside of all of the crap that went on to get this thing, it was actually pretty good. I like it. It does get kind of hot. It's got some vents in the back. I'll show you. Go around this thing later on, but just so you get an idea. I don't want to mess anybody up with their match, so I'll just do this. And I can't remember if this game actually has a thing that shows you your frame rate. Most Blizzard's games do, but there's my settings. I typically don't have VSync on any game I play. I can't see the screen tearing that people have. I don't know if I just don't recognize what that is that people are talking about, but I've never experienced it, so I typically don't have VSync on. Don't have the greatest eyesight, so maybe it's just something I miss because of my bad vision, but I don't ever see it, so there's no point in me putting that on. Same thing with kind of 3D. I can't really see 3D, so I've never enjoyed it. Don't bother, getting into that sort of thing. And because I'm talking, I haven't been paying attention to what she's telling me to do. Hero select screen. Okay. She wants me to switch to a different character.
When you have a hero selected, you can view details about them by pressing the information.
I honestly forgot it was going to be this much. I thought I was just going to get to go around and shoot stuff. Apparently not. Gotta go through the whole selection process.
Now confirm you select once you have selected the hero.
Blizzard games usually has Control R for frame rate. Doesn't look like that's the case with this. Let's see what it has. Gameplay. UI. Does it say anything about showing frame rate? Nope. But I did just catch something that I hadn't noticed before. Looks like graphic quality is not where I would normally be playing it. Okay. Well, anyway, even though it's not showing the frame rates, I think you guys can see just how smooth this is. It would be better if I wasn't playing one-handed, but you get the idea. She does this nice rocket jump. And spin around, don't fall off the edge. There you go. Alright, next video coming soon. Alright, so this is the final part of the video for the Origin EON 15X. Here are the specs. And I'll have more details in the description of the video. Nice little light up keyboard. This one actually has the 10 key on it. Up here have power. This here's airplane mode button with hard drive activity. Doesn't want to come in. And then next to it, select the number lock key, scroll lock, that sort of thing. A webcam built into the top. Fingerprint reader, which I actually use. I don't particularly like them, but I actually use this one. Got this with the white back lid. There's the power brick for it. This thing is huge. Uses some weird pin connector. Not sure if it'll focus. There we go. That's the power brick. Comparison, here is the Alienware one. You can see it's a bit smaller, both lengthwise, height-wise, and thickness. That's for my wife's laptop. It's in another video. We'll start off on the left-hand side. Got two USB 3.0 ports, a Thunderbolt port, a network port. This is SD card reader. I actually have the chip out because I was trying to work with my actual video camera, but SD card on it went bad or something, so can't use it. That's why I'm using my phone right now, so excuse the shaky video. Next is the eSATA port. I've never had an eSATA device, so I couldn't tell you whether or not that's a good or bad thing. On the front, there's not a whole lot on the front, but this light lights up when the system's on. It's controlled by the little zones on there. There is the status indication lights, hard drive activity, power, and whatnot. On the right side, I have another USB port with my wireless dongle on. This thing's got a ton of audio jacks. This thing's like a regular old school sound card. It's got Sound Blaster XFI on there, but it's actually running through a Realtek chipset, so can't say for certain if that's good or bad. But you have the headphone jack. I have no idea what this first jack is. Documentation on here is a little lacking, so it doesn't really explain what that is either. This first port, it actually shines a red light out of it, like it was an audio. What do you call those? Optical audio, wherever you call them. Microphone and line in, Kensington lock spot. On the back are two massive vents, and these things do pump out heat really fast. It's got HDMI, and it's actually got a DisplayPort on the back, which I thought was pretty cool. Use these at DisplayPort at work a lot. I'm kind of interested in getting my next monitor with DisplayPort, but right now I just have HDMI. I only play at 1080p, so it's not much of a big deal. Back to the first side again. So that's about it. Overall, I'm liking my laptop. Wife loves her laptop. She has an Alienware. She both been kind of liking Alienware since we got into computer, so she's got the bragging rights there. Most people don't know much about Origin, and I wanted to keep mine that way in case I take it out of the house. No one's going, ooh, look, Alienware, let me steal it. You're going to look at that and like, oh, it's just a plain old laptop. You know, you pretty much got to be in the know to know anything about this. So anyway, like and subscribe. Well, screw that. I don't actually have a subscription, so let me know if you like in the comments. Bye.